Hello, thank you for joining us today. I am the wholesale manager here at NAS Solar Electric. I'm located in Flagstaff, Arizona, where most of our operations are. And we do have a very robust partner program where we offer wholesale pricing to dealers and installers. So if you're not familiar with that, go on over to our website. We'll probably have a link in the chat to direct you to the partner program page. It's got lots of information about the program as well as the apply now button to sign up for it. You get discounted pricing from your very first order. You get the full support of our design and engineering team, of course, all of our customer service resources as well. And you'll also see my contact information on that page. So if you have any questions, reach out to me directly and I will help you out. Super excited to be here with GoodWe's today. We love their products. We've been carrying them for a while. And I think that I'm kicking it over to Jennifer Parisi to take it from here. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Therese. And we're really excited to be joining on this webinar as well with NAS. They've been a wonderful partner for us as well. And I'd love to introduce myself. My name is Jen Parisi. I've been with GoodWe's for the past 2 years now in the solar industry for roughly 11. I'm the Senior Operations and Demand Generation Manager here on the team, on the North America team, and I cover the West and Canada. I'd like to also introduce my technical colleague, Jeremy. I'll let him introduce himself because he'll be sharing a lot more detail on the products and the solutions that we have today.
Hello, my name is Jeremy Yang. I'm part of GoodWe's USA technical team. I'm the product manager and also the pre-sales manager for US and Canada. Nice to meet you. I'm going to give you a detailed introduction about the product.
I'd love to introduce GoodWe's to everyone on the call for anyone who's not familiar with us. So we are one of the world leading inverter manufacturers. We manufacture inverters, batteries, all of the accessory components, and we're actually within the top 5 globally as far as products shipped. Something that we're really proud of here is the team. We have about 5,000, just over 5,000 employees around the world. 1 in 5 of the team actually is on R&D, developing and designing high quality products, really to meet the demands of all the markets that we serve. Overseas, about 150 employees, and right now we're continuing to grow. With this global presence, it's made up of about 11 different subsidiaries around the world, 27 sales and service centers, 4 R&D centers developing and designing these products, and 3 production facilities. Most recently, for the product that we'll look at today, we opened Vietnam, and that's where the manufacturing is taking place on these inverters, the hybrid systems. And we're also producing batteries and components in China. We're serving a global market. We like to show the global presence for market share because we did enter North America approximately 4 years ago, and we're building and growing here with the brand recognition, bringing the products to market. But we are quite large around the world with a lot of experience behind us. You see, quite popular in Germany, Australia, and some of these other countries in Europe, Netherlands, and Spain. Now, we've been around for some time. So although we just entered the North American market roughly 4 years ago, we've been in business since 2010. Some of these milestones that we've reached as a company as well, even in 2020, was to be listed publicly on the Shanghai Stock Exchange. So you can see all of the solidity behind our financials too, as it's all public information. And we grew into more markets. We opened in the US, having a headquarters here in Denver, and then opening a facility actually just last year in Vietnam to support additional product manufacturing for the UL markets. We've been awarded throughout the years with several global recognition, some that you'll be probably familiar with here in the US are the Woods and Mackenzie. We were ranked #1 for residential hybrid inverter suppliers, top 5 in global inverter shipments. Bloomberg has rated as most financially stable. And we would feel that it's one thing for us to tell you about our products, it's another to have these other companies give these acknowledgements. PV Magazine is another, and then we have some well-known globally like Red Dot and TUV Rhineland. We have a cumulative capacity installed of around 80 gigawatts now. 6.2 gigawatts energy storage inverters, roughly 35 gigawatts of residential inverters. We do have utility scale products around the world. We're at about 8.5 gigawatts with that installed, and we're just about 31 gigawatts of CNI inverters installed too. Now, the focus of today's conversation is really going to be residential and the hybrid solution as an ecosystem, but available through NAS is also our CNI product, where we have a 480 and 208 volt that can be set to 220 or 240 three-phase. If you have any questions about products that are commercial, please reach out to the team at NAS. We can all help you with those too. But for a portfolio on the residential side, we've simplified down to an ecosystem so that you have one manufacturer, one phone number to call, and parts and pieces that all are designed to play really easily and seamlessly together. So you have your inverter, a backup device, a stackable battery, and our inverters are even something that's unique. They have an integrated EV charging capability. Yep. So from here, I'm going to hand it back over to Jeremy to really get into the details on the product, and then we can answer questions as we go. If you put them in the chat, we'll pause here and there so that we can make sure to get anything answered. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Here goes my part. Technical. Sorry, my screen is a little bit frozen. Okay. So yeah, my name is Jeremy Yang. My English is not that good. So any questions or any word from mine like confuse you, you can just stop me anytime. Just raise your hand, let me know. I will just answer the questions. So let's go to the first one, the hybrid inverter, or the inverter can do everything, the ESUS. So this, we call it ESUS hybrid inverter, is integrated with EV charger. So it can use for PV only. So PV only, you can just use this inverter with the PV and connect to the AC and load, use as a PV only. And then second one is PV plus battery. That means you can use this inverter as a hybrid scenario. You have the PV, you connect to the battery, and you connect to the load and AC. That's a hybrid scenario. And the last one will be the battery only. So with this inverter, you can do AC coupled. Like with that being said, if you have a grid-tied inverter installed it in your house, and then you want to add on a battery system, but it cannot be only a battery. It always has to be an inverter plus battery. This inverter can do that, can run without a PV. So the features about this ESUS. First one, the power rating. It can go 5, 6, 7.6, 9.6, and 11.4 kilowatt. And then also we have D rating. So what is D rating? If you buy a 11.4 kilowatt inverter ESUS, and then you want to use it as a 9.6 or 7.6, even 5, no problem. You can derate it in our app. And also we have a 9.6 kilowatt level 2 EV charger. That's an AC charger. And this EV charger is integrated. You don't have to like worry about it, install that thing separately. Can save you a lot of cost on labor. And for this inverter, the MPPTs is from 2 to 4. That depends on the power rating. And then for the PV side, the input current maximum gonna be 16 amp. For the output, this inverter don't need ATX. It can do 120 and 240 output, split phase. This inverter is different with like our old generation. This inverter just designed for US market. The next one will be the battery. We call it Lynx F battery. This is a high voltage battery. And then for your whole home backup. And then this is a module designed. So you can just put it one by one. No need to do like installation separately. No cable needed. Just put it on and it just work. So for the features, you can do wall mount or ground mount. And that's LPF. And the DOD, you can set it to 100%. For each module, that will be 3.2 kilowatt hour. for each tower, we call it, this one is a tower. So for each tower, you can start 6 module. That will be 19.2 kilowatt hour. For each inverter, for each ESUS, you can parallel maximum 8 towers. So that will be 153.6 kilowatt. It's really, really big. And charge and discharge current maximum, that will be 35 amps. And then communication, that will be CAN or RG45. So it's also indoor and outdoor rated, IP55. The first 5 will be dust, and then the second 5 will be waterproof. So you may notice, like in the newest market, other brand can do IP65, but don't worry about it. IP55 and IP65, the only difference is the dust resistance. So it's also outdoor rated, no problem, no need to cover. And the charging temperature is from 0 degree to 50 degree. Discharging temperature will be minus 20 degree to 50 degree. So this is how it looks like from the side. You can see from the left side, there's a breaker on the PCU. And then on the right side, there's a conduit hole for you to do the installation. And then this is the top cover. You open it and you do the cable stuff. This is the automatic backup device. And then we call it ABD. It's suitable for partial backup or whole home backup. So it integrated with the smart meter and also the CTs. We have 2 kind of smart meter. So first one is only 2 CTs for DC coupled system. And the second one is for 4 CTs for AC coupled system. And then you have different breaker sizes options, like for the input of the house, like the main breaker, you have 100 amp or 200 amps. And for the inverter breaker size, you can do 40 amp or 60 amp. That depends on the inverter size. And there goes the smart meter. So as I mentioned before, last page, the ABD integrated with the smart meter and then with different CT numbers. So GMK 120, it got a 2 CTs, and GMK 140, it got a 4 CTs. And then it's per configure. So you don't have to do the configuration by yourself. You just plug in and play. And then it got a 24-hour load monitoring. That means during the night, even you got a no PV, and then the smart meter can also get the power from the AC, and then you can monitoring the load consumption during the night. And power limiting. So as I mentioned before, the inverter can do derating. So, and also when you do the derating, you will need someone to see the output power. So that's the smart meter goes. The smart meter, when you have the smart meter and CTs, the power limiting can just be finished. And then also the zero export. So as you may know, like for some utility company, they won't allow you to export any power to the local grid. You can buy it from the grid, but you cannot export. With this smart meter, you can finish that function. So this is the diagram or the use case for the inverter, for the system. So this is no backup, only for whole home and the hybrid scenario. As you can see, the inverter is connected to the PV and also the battery, and is supporting the main panel. That's the whole load of your house, and the smart meter also connected. This is the most simple scenario you will have for this system. And then the second one will be the ABD. So DC couple. You have the ABD, and then you have the sub panel. Then you can do partial backup through the ABD. I would introduce more about how ABD inside looks like, and then you understand what I mean about the sub panel connection. And this is another use case for DC couple. There's no backup, only the main panel. That'll be more easy. And then the smart meter, you only need the 2 CTs. And this is the AC couple. You may notice that there's no PV connection, only the battery, and then connect to the grid. And then the third party solar inverter is connect to the main panel, and main panel go to the ABD. That's also okay for us for this inverter to do, and you need 4 CTs to connect to the third-party solar inverter, and also another pair is go to the utility side. So there's the installation of the whole system. I'm gonna go through this part very fast because a lot of you there you are more experienced than me because I'm not an electrician. I'm just know a little bit about this system. So when you open the box of the ESUS, this is everything you will see. Just make sure you check everything in the auxiliary box. Just don't miss any part. If you find any part is missing, just call after sales. So DC side, make sure the cable size will be 12 to 10 AWG, and then positive, negative, that's it. And AC side, L1, L2, and neutral, and ground. The cable size will be 6 AWG. And this is the battery. So battery size will be the same, battery cable size will be the same with the AC cable. Also 6 AWG, positive, negative, and ground. Lynx battery. So I put the Lynx battery installation separately with the inverter installation because this is a little bit tricky for us because the user manual sometimes is complicated, page by page and then step by step. Let me show you how easy to do the installation on these links. So first of all, the communication cable, you open this and then plug in the RJ45 and then connect to the ground. And the DC side, 8 AWG, and then open the terminal, this second terminal, and then plug in the terminal resistor, and only this wire 5 to CAN 1 high and wire 4 to CAN 1 high and wire 5 to CAN 1 low, and plug into this, and you turn on both. No matter the inverter first or battery first, you turn on both, and then you will see the inverter pop up, the battery pop up in the communication app. I'll show you how to do commissioning later in these slides, but I'll just give you a quick idea. Doesn't matter which one first. And then this is the backup device. So it's also simple. Connect to the grid AC conductor, that's number 5, and connect to the load AC conductor, that's number 6, and then the AC inverter AC conductor, that's number 4, and then the communication cable, that's number 1, also RG45, and then connecting the CT cable, that's only for AC coupled inverters. And this is the EV charger. So as I mentioned, the EV charger is integrated. So only plug in these two, also 6 AWG, same thing with the AC part, battery part, AC 6 AWG, and then the ground, and also this part is the communication, 2-pin terminal is RG45. So there goes to commissioning with SolarGo. Before we go to this part, any questions? We're gonna pause a little bit here. Just let me know you have any questions. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. Raise your hand or just tap in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions.
To raise your hand, you're gonna click the heart under reactions, and that'll allow you to raise your hand if you have a question.
30 seconds, guys.
While we wait to see if anyone does have any questions, we just want to also let you know that there are videos, user manuals, and guides on our website that'll be available to you as well. And I know that Heather and the team at NOS are going to share those out in a follow-up email too, where you can get more detail and specific walkthroughs.
Right.
We'd like to highlight, as Jeremy went through, how simple the system is as far as how it all plugs and plays together.
Okay, if no questions, let me continue, and then any questions you can just type in the chat and then just let me know. All right, this page is for SolarGo. SolarGo is the app mainly for the installers to do the local commissioning and the local troubleshooting. So this video is mainly to show you how easy the commissioning is. So when you open the SolarGo, see the inverter pop up by Bluetooth. So you click that and go to the main page, and you will see this is a ESUS. That's a 7.6 kilowatt. This one, you go to the settings and you go to the basic settings, type in the password. By the way, the password will be GoodWe's 2010, just to let you know. And then go to the safety code. Safety code is very important for you to apply to your local grid. So this is really important. Before you do the installation, you need to find out which area you are located. And after the safety code, you go to the battery connection because this is a hybrid inverter. Then see, we are not only have GoodWe's batteries compatible, we also have a lot of third-party batteries like BYD, like Soluna, like LG, and Voltaic. And then there goes the working mode. So you have two modes, self-use, that will be very like common in US to use the self-use mode. Another one is peak shaving, if you want to avoid like your peak hours, and then just use the peak shaving mode. So there goes the self-use mode. Backup and TOU and delay charging. So yep, peak shaving, you can set the starting time and end time, and that's it. End of commissioning. And after you finish the commissioning, the system will restart. I'm sorry. The system will restart and then kick you back. And then there we go. Conform. And then the whole system will restart. And then this here is to show you how to set up your EV charger. So this EV charger is same with other EV charger brand you installed it in your house. You can use the PV only or hybrid. Like hybrid means PV plus battery plus AC, and you can use only from AC. And you can set up, see, immediate, that's, you can use anything, no limit, and solar only. And also you can schedule the charging like to avoid the peak hours. And also you can do off-grid charge and set up the charge current. This EV charger is a 9.6 kilowatts, so the maximum current can go up to 40 amps. Like for example, if you have a Tesla like Model Y, you got an 80 kilowatt hours battery, you can charge that thing like within 10 hours, fully charged. All right, so let me go to the next page. That'll be more interesting to show you. That will be the SAMS. The SAMS is the remote monitoring system. We have app and also we have a web page. So in this one is more like for the installer and also for the homeowners. They can monitoring their system, the status. So I'm going to the first page. You can see all the plants. In GoodWe's, for each site, like for each house, we call it plant. You can see the status of the plants. For each installer, you may have different plants. Like you have 10 sites, then you have 10 plants. Like you have working and waiting and faults and also the offline. If you click one, I'm going into the alarms, then you will see what is happening right now and then the status of the site. And this page is for Wi-Fi configuration. You're troubleshooting your Wi-Fi here because Wi-Fi is really important for the system. Without a Wi-Fi, you cannot see anything in the app. And this is the generation report. It's not only for one site. See, you click in, you'll see each site every day or every month generation. Here, you can contact after sales in the SAMS app. Let's go back to the plans and then see what it shows for each site. So here, you'll see the floating chart over here, and you'll see the AC output, the load consumption, and then the house load and feed in, and then the PV plus battery, like percentage, how much you're using, like you're using 92.44, and then you're using 7.54 in the grid, and this is majority. And not only for each day, you can see per month, you can see per year. And also, if you want to add on another device in this site, no problem. You can just see the bottom. You can add a device in the single site, no problem. All right. In the web page, pretty much same thing, but more details. For example, like this is what you can see for each site for a one plant. You can see the PV power, you can see the battery status and the generation for today. And if you set up the price of the electricity, you will see the income and the total generation and total income. And this is the battery, and then the meter is for like calculating the power in or out of your house, and then the load and battery SOC, and then the PV. I'm gonna give back to Jen, and then she can talk about more about the GoodWe's Plus program.
Thank you, Jeremy. And thank you for the walkthrough on those apps as well. For everyone on the call, there is a way that you can demo the SEMS app and you can get hands-on to see the features and functionalities, what sort of things you have access to and visibility on as far as the plant management, looking at all of your sites together and the details on a single site at any time. So something that we do want to make sure to bring your attention to is we've launched a GoodWe's Plus loyalty program for installers that are working with GoodWe's. And this is an area on the main site that we'll make sure you have a link to that offers free technical training per product. Each of the training modules is roughly an hour. It's on demand, so you can look at the exact product that you're looking to install for an in-depth walkthrough, and you can become a certified installer on this program. Something else that we're really excited to grant access to for our loyal GoodWe's installers are coupons and special discounts. In the newsletters from NAS, you'll get details on what the current discounts, and that'll come in the follow-up to this webinar as well.